Here's the real reason narcissists aren't who you think they are. So let's get real for a second. You ever sit back and have that aha moment when you realize, wait a minute, I'm in a toxic relationship? Like, you've been trying to sugarcoat it, thinking it's just a rough patch, but deep down inside, you know things haven't gotten better. At least it's not for real. Here's the thing. It's not that they're just moody or going through a phase. What's really happening is you're starting to see how they've been treating you. Disrespect, gaslighting, blaming you for everything under the sun, never taking any accountability. It's like a pattern that keeps repeating. And now you're sitting there wondering, oh my God, am I actually with a narcissist? Just the fact that you're even thinking that is a major red flag. It's like a big old flashing sign saying, get out now. So let's break it down. Here's what's really going on. Healthy people, people who are secure in themselves, they learn and grow through modeling. They have role models. They watch and learn from how those people handle life. Maybe it's a parent, a coach, a boss, someone who genuinely teaches them how to communicate, how to manage emotions, how to be decent human beings. They take what they learn and integrate it into their life in a way that's real, that helps them grow. But narcissists, they don't grow. They don't model. Instead, they mimic. So let me explain. Narcissists create this false self, right? It's a mask. They're not genuinely learning how to be a better person. They're just imitating behaviors that look good on the outside. They watch how other people act, then they copy it, but it's not real. They mimic love, empathy, kindness, just to reel you in, to control you, to keep you hooked. So at the start of a relationship, they seem perfect. You feel like, wow, this person really gets me. They mirror your emotions, your interests. They say all the right things. They study you and reflect back exactly what you want to see. You start thinking, I've found my soulmate. Let me tell you something. That person you think you're in love with, they don't exist. What you're falling for is just a well-crafted act. It's mimicry, not the real thing. Narcissists aren't capable of the deep emotional connections you're craving because they don't have a true self to connect with. What you see is a facade, and eventually it crumbles. And when that mask starts to slip, and trust me, it always does, you're left with the real, cold, manipulative, dismissive, and toxic as hell person. Now, here's how you tell the difference between someone who's modeling healthy behavior and someone who's just mimicking. Consistency. Healthy people are consistent. What you see is what you get over time. Narcissists, they're inconsistent as hell. They act one way when they want something and another way when they think you're not paying attention. Number 2, emotional depth. A healthy person will connect with you on a real level. They'll have real emotions, real vulnerability. Narcissists, they're as deep as a kiddie pool. Everything feels surface level with them, like they're going through the motions. Number 3, manipulation. Healthy people grow and change over time. They learn. Narcissists, they don't grow. They use mimicry to manipulate you, whether it's through charm, guilt, or straight up gaslighting. If you feel like you're constantly being played or second guessing yourself, that's a big red flag. Part 4. This is how narcissists use mimicry to control you. Here's where it gets really ugly. Narcissists use mimicry to trap you. In the beginning, it's all butterflies and romance. They mirror everything about you, making you feel like this person is my perfect match. But over time, you start to feel confused. You start wondering, why do I feel so drained? Why do I feel like I'm being controlled? Why am I questioning myself all the time? It's because they've manipulated you. They've made you believe there's someone they're not. And the more emotionally invested you become, the more power they have over you. Before you know it, you're caught in their web. They're constantly controlling you, trying to get back to that perfect version of them, even though that version never really ever existed. So what do? Well, the first thing is you have to look for consistency. If their actions don't match their words, or if their behavior shifts based on who they're around, that's a big red flag. Second, trust your gut. If something feels off, it most likely is. Narcissists are experts at making you doubt yourself, but your instincts are usually spot on. Third, stay grounded in your own identity. The stronger your sense of self, the harder it is for a narcissist to mess with you. Keep that emotional distance, and don't let their manipulation mess with your head. If this is sounding way too familiar and you're realizing, oh shit, I'm in this trap, I got you. Get in touch with me and we'll talk it out. And I'm also taking clients for my Relationship Detox community. So if you're interested and wanting to get some coaching, reach out. We'll set up a time to chat and see if it would be a good fit.